Hey guys, one of my students who has just recently graduated in computer science, he has asked me a question that what is my opinion on freelancing as like career, or he should go for a job. So I thought it's this interesting question, and I thought to share my answer or my opinion with you guys. So I have prepared one simple PowerPoint presentation that I'm going to share with you, that what should a person do who has just recently graduated, freelancing or job. My name is Imran Ghani. In fact, I have been working in industry for many years. Uh, I have interviewed many people, especially recently graduated people, and I know that what is the right decision for you guys who have just recently graduated. So I'm going to share with you a few words. Okay. So, crucial skills after graduation in computer science. In my opinion, these are few crucial skills that you will need in if you want to be a developer throughout your life. First of all, this is very important that you need to be in the development environment after your graduation. Okay, because you have no idea actually you're going from classroom to where in a company. So in a company, they will provide you the right development environment where you will be in a room and there will be a few developers around you. Maybe a UX designer is there, a database designer is there, database administrator is there, QA people are there. So there is a whole bunch of people there. And there is a project manager or scrum master and so on. So there is a life there. And once you're in the development environment, you will observe real life workflows of projects. So they will assign you one project or maybe two projects or maybe three projects, and you will be part of a team. And you will see what is the workflow. Where does this requirement come from? Does it fall from sky, or people dream about that, or what? Where do these requirements come from? Okay. And then you are part of a team. Maybe three people, two people, five, six, 10, who knows? And teams have meetings. You share your thoughts and your new ideas with them, and those ideas are executed. And once they're executed, you go for a retrospective, that what went wrong, what went right, and so on, and many more things. You will learn several tools and many more things. Okay. You will be get bashed by your by your boss, by your supervisor. Okay, that you're getting late, why you are late today, your requirement is not pushed to the production yet, people are waiting for you, what's going on, this and but this is all positive learning that you will know later on after 5 years, 10 years, that oh, okay, my boss was strict and I learned a lot in that environment. Okay. So you will learn from your own mistakes, and you will see other people are making mistake, and you will go there and you will fix their mistakes, their errors. For example, I was developer and it was very common. Sometimes I miss semicolon and I run again and again and I see what's wrong with it. My eye could not detect that at that time. Because once you see your own code again and again and few little things you miss out. And 2 hours, 3 hours, you're searching what's the error. Same thing happened to my friends, and they sometimes call me that, can you see that? I don't see the error, but what's the error here? Okay, so we could see that, okay, semicolon is missing, or some variable is in the cache and that cache is not showing the result. So, okay, let's rename the variables, or sometimes rename the files, PHP file, Java file, then it will work. So mistakes. Now, learn from your seniors. That is very important. They will tell you a lot of things. Okay, what is the best practice to write code? Okay, uh, database, for example, I tell you one small thing: stored procedures in SQL database. I never heard of this stored procedure, this keyword or its functionality. What do they do, these stored procedures? What is that? During my BS in computer science, or MS, actually I did master of IT, so my degree time, I did not hear about these things. Okay, so you will learn these things, and you will also see how do they solve their problems every day. That is your learning process. So all these are crucial skills that you are going to learn. Okay. Now, there are certain pros and cons being freelancer, but you have to choose carefully according to your own circumstances. Okay. But I will tell you what I am going to recommend. Actually, in a nutshell, I'm going to recommend you that if you have just recently graduated, don't go for freelancing. Go for a job. We'll see a few things. Freelance as your first job. mm, I will say, okay, if you want to go for that, there are a few pros. For example, you will learn a little bit diversified skills, set of skills or tools, because every day or maybe quite often, you are going to work on different projects. While in a job, you will be working for one project or two projects, maybe for 1 year, 2 years, or 3 years. Okay, I have some of my friends who have been working in the as a developer for 20 years, and maybe they have worked on 5 projects so far. So that's okay, but they have learned a lot, and each project comes up with new requirements and new features, new challenges. However, this will happen quite frequently in freelancing situation, because you'll be working on different projects or usually a piece of project. You won't have any direct boss, but remember, your customer is boss, so pressure will still be there. Yet a little bit more freedom you will have, because you will say, okay, I will deliver this feature or piece of code uh, next Friday. So you can wake up late, and you can go to bed late, or you can wake up early. It's up to you. It's a lot of freedom in that case. It's not like 9 to 6 or 8 to 5, right? Now, there are cons of freelancing, and there are a lot in the beginning, especially as first job. My focus is this one only, first job. It's like, guys, Uber or Lyft. Technically, no off day for you. If you don't work, you won't get paid. Do you want that thing? Think about that. You won't have any health insurance, so you have to pay by yourself. Learning is very limited and very, very hard right after your graduation. Actually, you after graduation, you will know, once you'll get real project, that you know like maybe 20% or 30% of computer science. You don't know 70% of computer science yet. The requirements that you will see. So I have never heard these requirements, how to do this, how to implement this. I have done so many assignments and projects, but this is something totally new. Okay. So think about that. You will be alone in freelancing, sitting at home. And I know um, several people, even I hired few people, and this was their first job. And due to this COVID, they were sitting at home. And now they were stuck in something, for example, PHP Laravel. They had very little experience of PHP Laravel, and then hired by us, and they were stuck, and stuck for days, 2 days, 3 days, searching on internet, researching here and there, but not enough information available. So created frustration in him and in our side employers. So you need to be very careful about that. Okay, it will be very, very hard if you're going for freelancing. Okay, if you're solo, like solo flight, and you're sitting at home. uh, However, uh, you might have at home, you might have social life more, but of course in the office you'll have a lot of people there after this COVID thing. So that will be, I think, is there. But if you like more family things, so that will be, of course, family or friends, that you will have more access here because you're at home. Now, pros of job as a developer, not as a freelancer. See, there is a long list for that one, and I will recommend you for this one. First of all, you will have predictable income. In freelancing, you won't have that one. So it helps you plan your budget, properly. Your salary keeps increasing provided you meet or exceed employer's expectation, which I hope you will do that. And once it happens, salary is increased, or you get rewarded, or clapping, live thing is going on. So motivation is important for any human being in the beginning, especially when you're quite young. Predictable working hours, so you know when you're going to be in the office and when you're going to leave. So it's a disciplined life. In the development environment, you learn faster and better. This is guaranteed. I can say that based on my experience, because you're working you're sitting there with other senior people, and or even people like you, fresh graduates. So you will see what's going on. You will learn something new way of query writing, new tool. Okay. For example, another thing comes to my mind is I never heard of Query Builder. It's a long time ago in 2002. So I was doing joins manually. Okay. two tables, join them, inner join or outer join, whatever. But I saw my senior, he was using query builder, and query builder is just drag and drop faster. So I said, oh my God, this is so easy. I just change the value there in the where class and I can see the results. Okay, so faster and better, efficient thing. Whereas if you don't have any idea, no people around you, no seniors, how you are going to learn? That's a big question. And you will miss out many things. You are in small, your scope is very small in that case, sitting at home. Observe real life workflows project. This is what we have discussed before. So real life projects are very different. Okay, you will see some projects, you will hear actually and see some one team's project failed, another project team got early on time, another project got cancelled, or something is going on. For example, your company is going for ISO certification, and you will see the process that how ISO people come to your office and what kind of audit they do to give you a certification of ISO. Okay, can you have that at home as freelance? No way. Huh? So this is very important. Be part of teams. Team is a very good thing. So you will have meetings, bring ideas, agree, disagree, then see how to agree again, what tools we use. For example, planning poker is used in teams in agile environment. So in the meetings, so you will learn these things, meeting with your customer, right? Meeting with your own team members. Then retrospective, as I mentioned before. So these are from the first slide, but I'm saying these are the pros. Get bashed by your boss. This is at the end of the day is a good thing. It's like your parents are father or mother are asking you, you should do things better. So they are doing this for your own benefit and for the benefit of the whole family. So the same as with the company. Okay, so learn from seniors. This is always happening. Every day you will learn new things. Okay, how do they solve problems every day and all these things. Cons of full-time job is you have a boss. Okay, and the boss say, do yourself a favor, just nod and agree. Okay, so I got this picture from internet. So it's more discipline, more schedule. They are having your thumb impressions like check in, check out, and boss can call you someday if you're continuously late. Then what's going on, and you have to justify. Sometimes they may ask you, okay, send me a written explanation, so to make you on keep you on track. Office sometimes have politics, like, okay, people sometimes pull the legs of others and so on. Not all the time, but sometimes it can happen. So what is my recommendation for you? You must have 5 years plan as a developer. So my recommendation is go as a developer, not as a freelancer. And as a developer, have your 5 years plan. I'm just sharing with you just a few simple things. Let's say you start from 2021, which is just around the corner, right? So starting in January, for example, or February, March. So you have to get command over one or two programming languages. I'm assuming backend database is already there, or even you are a tester, so you should have command on some testing tools, more than one tools. Okay, first year is gone in having some commands because you're using these things in your project. And then you are getting your authority or skills better as a programmer. Now you will learn more about requirements engineering also, because during this time you will find that, hey, that requirement should have been written better, but you cannot give your opinion that openly because it's still your junior. So you are like a robot, you have to just type code. So here you are programmer, plus you are opening up now, you are giving opinion, they respect your opinion now. Okay, because in the beginning, once you join the company, you have to earn respect, right? And now you have earned respect up to certain level, not fully yet, because 1 year is not that enough. Now you can give opinion and you can start becoming a good requirement engineer. Okay, and also start, this is just I put one thing, requirement engineer. You might start becoming good database designer, maybe UX designer, or maybe tester. Okay, now you in the third year usually you will be kind of having more freedom or more control over medium to large scale project. Now your boss will be trusting you more. Okay, and here in year 4, quite likely you will be a team leader. You will manage full project by yourself. You will have juniors under you, 3, 4, 5, okay, like that. And then team lead to project manager in fifth year, or product manager or scrum master, or like a coach also. Now in this year you have learned, until this time you have learned a lot. Now here you can decide. Now you have enough savings, now your health insurance was in place, you had some retirement plan, everything was quite smooth. Now here you want to take a risk and you want to go for startup, or you want to go freelance. You need to think about that. In my opinion, I have many, if not many, number of friends who had jobs for 10 years and then went for freelancing. They were freelancer for 2 years, 3 years, not happy at all. Excuse me. They were not happy, and then they were always searching for good positions, and finally they got position and they quit freelancing because not stable income. That was a major problem in society. Also, in terms of social status, people will ask you, what are you doing? I'm freelancer. Okay. And your CV will show certain gaps, although you will show that, okay, I've done these projects there, if you can explain that real well. So however, in my opinion, people they leave job, go for freelancing, but usually they come back. But you can try that if you like, but not as first step, not to start your career with. So I recommend you to actually decide late if you want to be a freelancer. Okay, hold on your decision. You decide to be freelancer, decide it late. Wait for 5 years. Okay, for first 5 years, go for job. After 5 years, let me call it decide late. You can decide your job for job or freelancing. Then you will have very good understanding of that. Maybe, as I said, you might go for startup. Okay, but you should not start startup right after graduation. That is also another advice. Okay, I hope these few points have helped you to clarify a few points, and I wish you good luck. Okay, if you have any question, you can put in the comments. I will try to answer them. Okay, once again, good luck and have a nice day. Bye bye.